Summer is less than a month away. We're talking high temperatures, burning skin. You'll be out at the beach, barbecues, and enjoying yourself, maybe gardening. The question is your skin protected? In this video, I'll be sharing what you need to do to get your skin ready for the sun. Number one is you want to make sure and exfoliate your skin to slough off all those dead skin cells the night before you're going to be out in the sun. You don't want to do it the same day or that morning of, because depending on the exfoliant you use, you may irritate your skin, maybe, have some minor tears. So you want to do it the night before so you can have some recovery time overnight. The types of exfoliants you can use: physical exfoliant, or you can use a chemical exfoliant. Let's start with the polish exfoliant. This is by Bellamy. The grit on this is so fine. I'll put a picture here, and it does the job. So you don't really need the grit of the exfoliant to be big and sharp. And I know sometimes people think, the bigger, the harder, the better. Not really, because then you get those micro tears in your skin, and it'll really rough it up, and that's not what you want. Less is more when it comes to the grit. And the other one here is this is the Babyfacial by Drunk Elephant. This is one of my favorites, and the price point is a little high on it, but let me tell you, baby skin is what you get. And this is it here. And it is such a great product if you haven't tried it. And if you have, let me know down in the comments how it leaves your skin. I mean, you don't leave it on overnight. I believe you leave it on for like 10 to 20 minutes, but then you rinse it off. But baby skin is what you definitely get. And also hydration. Hydration is extremely important for your skin. Again, you don't want your skin dry and then you put on your sunscreen and it's just all dry. It all works together. You want a smooth surface and you want things to absorb better. And also, hydrated skin is more resilient to UV damage. So another good product that you can use for extreme hydration, and I say extreme because hyaluronic acid is one of the best forms that you can use. And here's one here by Ordinary. You can see how thick that is. And let me tell you, you will have moisturized skin. So the best way to apply this is by right after you wash your face. You want it a little bit damp, and then you apply the hyaluronic acid so it'll absorb. And it leaves your skin very damp and moist. I shouldn't say damp, just really moist, and the better to absorb all the products. And you want to make sure and add a great moisturizer as well right after the hyaluronic acid. You may wait a couple of minutes, let that sit in, and then moisturize with a good moisturizer. And one of my all-time favorites that I've used for years and years is the CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion. It is the PM, but I use this in the morning. I like how it's not so heavy and oily. And another good moisturizer that I really have been loving for months is the Hydrating Moisturizer, which is infused with baobab oil by Bellamy. And not only does it moisturize your skin, the scent on this is just unbelievable to me. I love it. All their products have a great scent to them. It's like a clean, spa-like scent. So this is another good one. And step number 3 is your sunscreen. Now, I have 3 different sunscreens here that I want to share with you. One of my all-time favorites has been by Cetaphil. It is SPF 50. It is a sheer mineral face liquid sunscreen, and again, SPF 50. Now, this is a mineral sunscreen. Now, mineral sunscreen, the sun's coming in, I apologize. Mineral sunscreens are a little bit thicker. They can leave a white cast. They may not play well with your makeup or your primers. But so far, this one has played very well. And again, it's been on repeat, and I get this through Amazon. But that's something to think about with mineral sunscreens. And it just depends to what you're looking for. I know, again, some of them tend to be too oily on my skin, and I'm very picky. I've gone through many of them, but this one so far is okay. As long as I am not layering, if you do wear makeup while you're wearing sunscreen, layering moisturizing or hydrating foundations on top of this, you should be okay. Now, this is one sunscreen. It is Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen by Neutrogena, and it is SPF 70. This is lightweight. Now, this is a chemical sunscreen, so this will absorb better into your skin. One thing to touch on that is your foundation may have SPF 50, whatever the case may be on it, but unless you're putting enough sunscreen, which we're usually not, because if you think about it, sunscreens that have makeup that have sunscreens in them, you would have to apply at least a teaspoon onto your face. That's quite a bit of foundation that you would need to get that protection. So that's why I always layer underneath separate my own sunscreen and then the additional makeup sunscreen that's in the makeup. So that is something that you want to keep in mind always. At least a teaspoon of sunscreen for coverage on your face. Let it set in before going out in the sun at least 15 to 20 minutes. But when you're applying makeup over it, let that set in a few minutes. I'd say 10 minutes at least to get that absorbed in, and then you can apply your makeup. Keep in mind, sunscreen, sun protection is not negotiable. It is a must, whether it's on your face, and you also have to take care of your ears and your neck. Your ears, those get burned too. Your scalp can get burned. And the minimum sunscreen you need to protect your face or your body in general is at least SPF 30, especially on your face. You don't protect it, you are prone to aging quicker in the face, hyperpigmentation, sunburn. I know we all love to have that tan look. I get it. I'm with you there. But there are sunless tanners that you can use, and you don't want to regret it later. I can attest to that. I was not one who wore sunscreen. I'm sure in my teens, for sure in my 20s, and even my 30s. If I could go back and tell myself, hey, you'll regret it if you do not wear sunscreen on your face. I have hyperpigmentation. I can show you here. And let me tell you, I don't feel as confident as I need to be or should be feeling now in my 51-year-old skin because of that hyperpigmentation. I do whatever it takes to try and protect my skin now. I don't want any further damage. But if you can start protecting your skin in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, it is a must. And just to go over on the sunscreens, chemical versus mineral. The chemical sunscreen, it absorbs into the skin and then absorbs UV rays, converts them to heat, and releases that heat from the skin. And the texture and the feel of a chemical sunscreen is, it's a lighter feel. The texture isn't as thick, and it leaves no white cast for the chemical sunscreens. And chemical sunscreens are great for normal to dry skin or those people who do not like that under that cast, that white cast that mineral sunscreens leave. The only negatives to chemical sunscreens are it can be irritating if you have sensitive skin. If you're acne prone skin, it can, it could irritate it. Mineral sunscreen, it sits on top of your skin and physically blocks the UV rays. The texture and the feel of mineral sunscreens, it can be thicker and leave a white chalky cast, which I did mention. It can be thicker and heavier on the skin. They've come out with so many newer sunscreens that you may find one that works best for you. Mineral sunscreens are better for sensitive skin, people who are more acne prone, and also those who have rosacea. And if you are deeper skin tone, again, that's the same problem that of the white cast. So for deeper skin tones, there's a lot of varieties like skin tints, things like that. So now that we've got the sunscreens out of the way, another way to protect your face and as well as your chest, your ears, are hats. I have two here that I wear every summer, starting with this one here. I got this one from, I believe this one is from Amazon. This one is not adjustable, but I believe they have certain sizes on there. And this is great. Of course, this is what I normally wear if I'm just sitting poolside or running some errands out in the sun, especially if we go to look at some plants, things like that. It's not going to go crazy and blow off. Now, if you're at the beach, it might not be a good idea because it could blow off. This is one that I have and I love. It's adjustable and it tightens under your chin. This is a good one to wear on the beach because, I'm sorry, I keep hitting my mic. Again, it is adjustable here and it stays put. And again, there are so many different varieties that you can find, whether it's on Amazon, if you're at the beach and you go to a beach store. But again, super important to get so you can block your face. And of course, we cannot forget sunglasses to protect your eyes. We need those. These will also be linked. I've got two pair. I've got these brown frames as well as my black frames. Super light, comfortable, and a great price point. And just to recap, make sure and exfoliate your skin the night before. Moisturize your skin very well the morning of, so that way your sunscreen can absorb. If there are some sunscreens that you'd like to recommend, let me know down in the comments so that way we can all read them and get some ideas. If you found this video helpful and you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It'll help YouTube push out my content and help me grow and help others. Again, ladies, remember you are beautiful at every age, and don't forget to watch this video next.